Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Parts Unknown, or commonly known as the Clem and Claw Show. Every second Monday and fourth Mondays of every week. Every Monday, from 9:30 to 8:30 p.m. Central. A late special tonight because of things unknown. But other than that, I'll introduce my guy Claus Webb. How are you doing, boss?
Doing well, hanging in there. Can't complain.
With that being said, happy International Day to all the people in the industry. You know who you are, Sarah Brooke and Lady Oyanka. And I'm gonna get myself in trouble naming names because I already.
Right, that's why I said stop
I'll
while
just
you're
leave
ahead.
it. I'll stop at those two. I'll get
Yeah.
myself in trouble. But happy International Women's Day to all of y'all in the industry. Not only the industry, the whole world. Y'all know who you are.
Well, we
Independent
all
ladies.
came from a woman. We all was born out of a woman. Most there's a few of
Facts.
us that was test tube babies, but the vast majority of us came from a woman. So we're gonna
Facts.
celebrate her today.
We celebrate their day, man. Anyways, a lot of female fight news. I'm giving you UFC news. I'm giving you lingerie fighting news. I'm giving you cat fighting news. A lot of stuff happening this week. Let's just start with the UFC stuff. There were like 3 championship fights this past Saturday in Vegas, Las Vegas. I'm gonna start with the controversial one, or it's not controversial. It has a controversial ending, and that was that bantamweight title between some guy named Peter Yan. Am I saying his name right? Peter Yan and Aljamain Sterling. Did you hear how this fight ended?
Yeah, it was probably like a legal knee to the head,
Yep.
and then of course you can't do that. You just can't do that. That's not how this goes. That's not the rules of engagement. The
I,
articles combat as the if you're in the street, in the words of the loquacious Earl Simmons, aka DMX, you know, um, when we roam in the street, whatever's fair. When we roam in the street, um, whatever's there. Come on, you know the code in the streets, whatever's fair.
yep.
So
Yep. I just hate the way that fight ended, man, because the champion was on his way to returning his title because he was hurting his opponent. But it's unfortunate that I guess when the referee says he's down, the man's down, you can't use an
can't
illegal
knee
knee,
him in
and
the head.
it was kind of vicious, like it wasn't like it was accidental.
Right. It's like he forgot where he was.
And to make matters worse, your corner people should have told you that. So that's that. And then we have the women's championship. We all know who won there. We have the women's featherweight championship, and you know who Miss Amanda Nunes doing what she does best, dominating people, putting people
Right.
to sleep. This time it was Megan Anderson. She put her to sleep in the second round. I believe it was the second round. Put her to sleep. That woman is what I don't usually use the word badass, but that woman is a complete badass. She is finishing her opponents quick. And when I mean quick, I mean like 2 rounds. She don't even make it get to the championship round before it's over. For people who don't know what the championship rounds, that's like the third round, the fourth round, the fifth round when it comes to UFC. She put her to over.
Yes, Nunes is quite the talent,
Oh, no
Um,
question.
I think she's going to make a run being one of the most dominant champions in UFC history when it's all said and done. I know people talk about Khabib and John Jones and all this stuff. Who's not to say Amanda Nunes could be the greatest UFC mixed martial artist that ever lived?
You're just not kidding. She
If
you're
she
just not
continues
kidding.
on this path for the next couple of years, why could we not say the best fighter, pound for pound, was a woman? Why could we? I mean, I'm not bringing this up just because it's International Women's Day, but I'm just being honest. I think too often we look at, whoever's the greatest, we make it a man. Who's not to say? Like, you know, and it couldn't be, why could it not be a woman? It's like when you're just that dominant, why could it not be? Because there's fewer of them in the federation. I don't buy that. I think skill and talent trumps overall. When you're that much more dominant over everybody else that walked in the ring, stepped in the octagon, and especially, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't she still currently a champion in 2 weight classes?
Yes, sir. She is champion in two weight
So I
classes. Yes,
mean,
sir.
it's like You cleaning out two divisions. Who's not to say? And she keep on this run. Let's say another 3, maybe 4 years,
Hmm.
and she, let's say she don't even. I mean, it would be extremely difficult to do. But if she was to do it where, like you said, she's not getting past the third, maybe fourth round on some of these girls, you can make an argument. You can just straight up make an argument. And she should be considered one of the greatest. Not oh, she's the greatest women's fight. No, one of the
No.
greatest. Period.
Yep.
Skills, man.
Yep.
Skills, skills, skills. I
Her
make the
striking game
argument.
is awesome.
I
Everything
don't.
about
I
her is
don't
awesome.
even.
She's the right. Every time I watch her, she's the most complete fighter. Not even I don't care if it's man or woman. She's one of the most complete fighters I've seen. She can beat you striking. She can beat you on the ground. Just fantastic,
Mhm.
right? She has the skills, man. The woman is tough, man. Not only she's tough, man, she can take punishment and give punishment. As you know, she pretty much retired Ronnie Rousey's behind. Holly Holm, after she beat her, Holly Holm's not even known after she beat her. So she retired one, pretty much almost retired two. And like you said, I don't
Mhm.
know if they can find anybody in her class, right? She's box office TV. Every time she fights, people want to be like, people watch. And then the last one was the main event, and you all know it. And that was the champion versus champion fight, which was that. I'm apologize you, Mr. Jan, if I butcher your last name, but I think it was Jan Blazowicz. Is that correct? And my guy Israel Adesanya for his title, Jan Blazowicz's lightweight title. And for the first time, Israel got beat, and that was
Mhm.
news. He got beat. Actually, he got out. I won't say he got dominated, but he got beat. He actually got out. He got outbeat. The guy beat him. It went the distance. It went all 5 rounds. So that's tell you how good Israel was. It went 5 rounds, all of it.
I remember Israel was in a 5 rounder where some low level amateur or something
I think that's the last time he's been in a
overseas
five. Yeah, I think that's the last time he's been in
overseas.
a five gone the distance. Most of his fights usually end quick. Most of them. So this was a
Right.
surprise, man. This was a surprise in that
Yeah,
this guy beat
I
him
want to say it
wrestling
was
and
the
everything.
Anderson Silva fight.
There you, yeah, Anderson Silva. That was it.
When he fought Anderson, they went 5 rounds.
Yep,
He
that
fought
was the last
Anderson
fight.
Silva when they went Anderson Silva.
I saw
But
that
I
fight.
just remember people was like walking around trying to figure out what to do with the rest of their day. You know, I'm just saying.
Mm.
So, mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
they said this. Yeah, this fight went the distance. So this was a good. It was a very good title fight. People were throwing blows. People were. I think in the end, he finally wore out Israel, which is very hard to say, but he did. The guy actually wore him out eventually over time. I think
right,
you're right because of the weight. I think Israel had to go up in weight to match up with him because this was for the light heavyweight title, right? And everybody knows Israel is a champion in the middleweight, right? He, like you
right.
said, he owns that division. So good win for Mr. Blakovic. I don't know if they're gonna have a rematch. We'll see, right? We'll see if that happens. But so that takes
We'll
care of the
see.
UFC, right? That takes care of the UFC portion. There's other fights, but I'm only focused on three. Next up, the lingerie fighting championship is coming back, or as they call it, Booty Camp 2, whatever the heck you want to call it. Anyways, it's supposed to be Tuesday, March 23rd. It's on pay-per-view, so uh, you have to buy it on LFC pay-per-view if you want to see the fights. Some famous people are on there. Sarah Brooke is on there, or will appear. Hopefully, we'll get her on the show next week, recorded that is. So
Mm.
she's on there. Some lady named Barbie Hudson from Alex Hamilton's Modest Moms. She's on there. Genevieve's on there. Jenny Valentine from Session Girls. She's on there. So you see what I'm saying. Some lady named Selena Delarante. I don't know her, but she's on there too. So there's a lot of people that are going to be appearing in the LFC Booty Camp too. So which is run by some guy named Sean Donnelly. Yeah, Sean Donnelly. He's running that lingerie fighting championships. And another guy he has, and one of his other people he got is a guy named Michael Larkin. So basically, what they're saying is, if you support a girl, you're gonna get like for certain people who are running percentage off. For example, women's mat wrestling, which is Sarah's Brook. If you sponsor her, you're probably gonna get like 30% off, and then 30% off or something, some custom videos or something like that, such and such.
Mm.
But anyways, I'm just throwing that in there. So that's all I have to say on that. That takes care of lingerie fighting league. That care of UFC. Now onto the major news, the cat fighting news. Let's start with Tilly Town's fight. For most of us who saw that fight legally, if you legally bought the fight, you know what happened. It was basically the return of Peyton and the return of Caleb. One has been out for 5 years, the other one's been out for 3. I'm not going to tell you what happened. All we're going to say, it was a bloody mass. It was a massacre, a Sunday massacre. That's it. That's all I want to say about that one.
Mm.
People, please, if you're going to get the video, help support Tilly by buying this video. She's still selling it. It's going to be $50, and then. But here's the thing: if you don't get it within the next 2 weeks, it's going up to Clips for Sale. You're going to have to pay Clips for Sale, and you know how that goes. You pay Clips for Sale, they're going to take almost 50% of your income
Right.
because that's just how they do in Clips for Sale. So pay the producers. It's better that way. Pay the producers, help them, and everything else. Right? Help them out and everything else. Let's see what else happened. Gia and Paris had a well, how do I put this? Okay, so Paris, I'll go ahead and say it like this. Paris was talking about an outfit. She was asking the fans about what kind of outfit that she wanted to wear for her fight against Gia Love, which is on April 17th. Which she had, one of them was like a blue outfit, and the other one was another type of outfit. It was interesting going back and forth. I commented on it and some other stuff. I guess when I started commenting, it was a war of words because what did I say? I forgot what the heck I said. I said I like Dame because you can use all your assets, but I don't think Gia did not take it the correct way. She said, "I'll show you my assets." She showed her behind, and then it became war wars. Saying, I guess Gia's like Gia and Paris had a poll right on their pages, right, to see who's going to win between them, and most of the people picked Paris to win, and Gia's salty. She's salty. Oh, Paris, you have all these fans and blah blah blah. Your fans are slow, blah blah blah, and all
Mm.
this other stuff. The usual trash talk. For me, I can't wait for this fight, man. Paris, I hope you push Gia, please. Like you said, we said yesterday, please push Gia because we need to see Gia at her best, man. Right? She tends to be. Everybody who doesn't know, in her fight. She tends to be laid back a little bit. She tries to do the bare minimum. Is that the correct word to use? Hello. My bad.
Right.
She does the bare minimum. So if she gets pushed, that's when Jay will respond. So
Yeah, she
there's
got to
that.
get pushed.
She's got to get pushed. Let's see who else. Who else is on here? Oh yeah. Now we get to the sexy wife response because if people didn't know, sexy wife put out a tweet, put out a Twitter post, which shocked everybody because she hasn't done anything in a while. Let me pull it up. Let me pull this up real quick. I'll find it. Give me a minute. Where did he go? Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, so on her post, this is what she said. She said, "I miss you guys. Well, most of y'all. Anyways," then she says, "I can't wait to smother someone with this thing." For people who don't know, she put a picture of her backside, pretty much. And then she says, "Any takers?" And then she says, "A sexy husband will be my next victim for sure." And then a lot of us started asking questions. And I asked the main question. What did I write? I said, "Welcome back to the catfight scene." This is what I said. "Welcome back to the catfight scene. Uh, do you want to fight? Who do you want to fight?" This is what I said. Hello? Okay, so that's what I said then.
I hear you.
You're good. I said this, and then Sexy Husband came back and said, uh, not back, I'm not producing or collecting money anymore. And then he says, what he said? Then he said, anything we do will be private, unfortunately, unless someone else is producing. And we agree to the terms. Couple stupid ass people ruined it for everyone. SMH. So for people who wanted to know what has become a sexy wife, I pretty much gave you the answer. Unless someone's producing it, like for example, if Tilly is producing it, or Sarah Brooke is producing it, or Sweet Fox is producing it, you will not be seeing sexy wife do any public catfighting. It'll be all private. Thoughts, boss? Thoughts? You have any thoughts? I'm done on that one. You on mute, man.
Okay. All right. I'm back. I said I'm sorry.
You're good.
God, I'm
Thoughts?
struggling. I'm struggling today because I'm still recovering from the weekend, having to work solo. But
Blake.
I think it's a factor of whoever is because of the actions of a few, or yeah, everybody has to suffer for it. I don't think
Mhm.
it's good for the business or the industry, but that's pretty much what it is right now. That's what it pretty much have to be. Just because you got folks that just want to act a fool, I mean, this is stuff we learned in kindergarten. If it's not yours, leave it alone. Don't put your hand somewhere or be doing something you don't have no business doing. So it's what it is. So so be it, so be it, so be it. It'd be sad. I just hope we still are some kind of way connected to where we can find out about the fights and then go from there.
Agree. Usually, I said last time I was going to mention her name, but you know what? Forget it. It's time to mention her name. So, for people who don't understand, there's a fight coming up in about 12 days on March 20th between Lyric and Sherry Sons. Forget it. I said I wasn't going to say her name. Forget it. It's time to say it. Anyways, those two ladies had a back and forth yesterday. They had an open dialogue set by my guy Adam, aka Film Fight 81, Film Fight Fan 81. I'm sorry if I can speak. Let me back up real quick. I gotta see if I can get the thing for a minute. Did I get this? Hold up, that's not it. Give me a minute. Sorry, work with me, people. Give me a minute. I'll find it. There we go. Okay, so these two ladies had a back and forth, and basically it started off with a conversation by my guy Adam, who says, "Hello, ladies. Figure since we're 2 weeks out, we started an open dialogue. Fans are asking about rules." That's how he started it. Then he says, "I know what Lyric is comfortable with. Basically, hair pulling, facing body slapping, body punching, breast and pussy attacks or crotch attacks, kicks below the waist, any wrestling moves, but no joint manipulation such as arm bars. What are your comfort limits?" So that's what he said to Sherry, and then Sherry's response was, "I'm okay with everything except body punching. Body punches are fine, but no face punches." Then she says, "I am ready to beat Lyrics, you know, and let her smell her, and let her smell my sweaty, afterwards." I'm not going to say it because I don't want us to get censored, so I am not going to say it. So use imagination on that, and I'm gonna ruin her blank. I'm gonna ruin her butt, so she can't sit down for a week. So that's what she said. And then Lyric comes back and says, "Ha ha, I won't put all your eggs in one basket if I were you." And then Adam goes on and says, "Are you ready?" Yeah, Adam goes and said, "Lyric, are you ready?" Oh no, that's not Lyric who said that. That was Sherry. I'm sorry. That was Sherry who said that. "Lyric, are you ready?" And then she comes back. She says, "I'm always ready to be there. You know what's behind." So that was the end of the first dialogue. Then she goes on and says, "I'm gonna." And then what's her name comes back. Sherry comes back and says, "Gonna wreck that. You know what? And take and these tits. And you know what?" And Lyric is like, "Bring it." And then she's like, "Oh, trust me, I am. I will make sure your blank will be out of commission for an hour, for a week, for a while." Okay, whatever. And then Lyric goes back and says, "Just be prepared to get back tenfold what you tried to deliver." Then Sherry comes back and say, "I might be older, but I can deliver just like I did when with the 21-year-old at Vera cat fight." So people don't know. Lyric comes back and says, "I'm going to help you get that disability check." And then she comes back and says, "I have a thing for beating blank that have attitude." And then Lyric comes back and says, "I think you will be applying for that disability check after I sent you I sent you to the doctor's crying." Second, that was the end of the second one, and I think is that it? I said another one. Let me back up. See if that was. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. So people, they pretty much spice it up to a point where they're trying to get you guys to buy. They try to get the fans to buy to sponsor the video. That's what all this is. And me and my guy, we talked about this yesterday, but it's very interesting. And Adam was very surprised because this is very unlike Lyric to speak like this, as Lyric is not usually provoked. Lyric is usually a calm, collected woman. I don't know what Sherry's getting herself into, but we'll find out in about 12 days. Thoughts, Claus?
I'm trying to figure out what is
What's her end game?
yeah, I'm trying to figure out again her motivation. We talked about this,
Yep.
but I don't get it. I don't get the motivation from Sherry's standpoint doing it.
Mm.
Someone educate me here, something. I don't know.
I did.
What's the
You're not the
point
only
of doing
one.
this?
You're not the only one. I don't understand what her end game is either. I don't understand why she. I'm like you. I don't understand why she even took this fight to start. For Lyric, I'm happy for Lyric that that yeah. For her, this is an opportunity, right? For her, because like you said, as for Sherry, we haven't seen you in like over 20 something years. If you did, I'm sure you did some catfighting, but that was a long time ago, right?
Right.
It's really been a long time. You haven't been relevant in the catfight game for years. We've seen so many people been in it. Sarah's been in it. Carrie has been in it. These people have been relevant. You haven't been relevant at all, right? Like she said, like Sarah's, like Lyric said, your records are like catfight records might be ancient, right? Might be in the ancient archives. We don't know. We don't know, but like you said, and the thing that's weird about her is that she wanted to be so private too, right? She didn't. She requested to be private, which is interesting. But at the same time, you're engaged in a war of words with Lyric. Interesting, right? I guess you're trying to promote the fight or sponsor, try to get get people to buy your fight to keep up interest. Like you said, this is a business, so you're trying to pick up interest. But I can't see it for Sherry. Sherry's in. I can see in Lyrics in. This is a chance for Lyrics to, if she wins this match, this would be good for her, right? Just in case she gets ready for Sexy Wife, hopefully down the line this year. I hope. We don't know. Nothing's been spoken of, people. So I'm just
Right.
putting it out there. It just hasn't. It's not been confirmed. When it
Right.
gets confirmed, we will talk about it. But it's not. But this
Okay.
could, but this would be good momentum for Lyric, because as everybody knows, as she said, Lyric I fought recently. I fought better people than Sherry. I would consider Elaine of Vera Catfights 20 plus years to be a very good opponent compared to Sarah Brooke and Lyric and Gary Spectrum, who she fought like years. But at least it wasn't that long. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. That's recent compared to 20 something years ago, which is forever. So that's all we have to say on that one. I have a feeling Lyric is going to win that fight. I'm not going to give a prediction, but I think Lyric is going to win that fight. I talked to her a few days ago, and I asked if all the tactics going to be used, and she pretty much told me that they're going to be happening. And by the way, people, for people who didn't watch our Jitsi Meet one, the one with Peyton and Reagan, I feel bad for you people because Lyric was on there, right, Clausewell? Lyric was on there talking
Yep.
to us,
Yeah.
and she had not a lot. She didn't have many good things to say about Sexy Wife. I'm sorry to tell you, but she didn't say much good things about you at all. She said that you were trying to. What did she say? Because I forgot. I'm trying to find a way to phrase this. Do you remember what she said? Because I'm trying to phrase it. Because she said something about she wasn't happy with Sexy Wife trying to, she said she was not impressed with Sexy Wife fighting her opponents compared to who she was fighting. You know what I mean? She hasn't fought the best. Is that what she said? Something like that? Because Lyric came out and said she fought Sarah Brooke. She's fought against uh Tilly McGree's. Gotcha. She fought against Tilly McGree. She's fought against Carrie Spectrum. She's fought against Davina. So pretty much Lyric Lane pretty much is calling out Sexy Wife, saying that she fought people like Gia. I guess she don't feel Gia Love was impressive or Paris Love. Basically, what she's saying is she hasn't
Yes,
fought
hello?
anybody tough. Lyric.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I'm here. Hold on, I'm trying to reset something real quick. Give me a sec.
Yep. No problem. All right, I'll give you a minute to reset. I'll be back.
All right.
We're back, everybody. So basically, let me finish what I started because I forgot what the heck I said. Oh yeah. So Lyric was not. There you go. So basically, Lyric was not impressed with Sexy Wife's opponents, and she's going to give her a tougher test in her eyes. She feels like Sexy Wife is getting on, has got is on her territory. So she says. You have any comments after what she said?
Nah, none to say.
I'm sure this is the fight. I think this is a fight everybody is waiting on, right? When it happens, this is the one for sure because we'll find out who is like Claus said. Me and him said we're gonna see who's gonna die, who is willing to die, who is willing to die in this fight. We're not talking about figure. We're talking about figuratively, not literal. So we'll see. I expect this one to be an explosive cat fight. These two for sure. And the last thing my last news before we sign off today because everybody's about to fall asleep. Right? No
Actually, what's
sidebar.
so funny is I just got a text from our guest and said, "My apologies, I took a nap and overslept." I mean, this.
Tell her fine. Tell her she can come back. It don't matter. Tell her I was laid off work anyway. She's lucky.
Well,
Tell her she can come on.
well, I'm letting her know. I mean, like, look, you up and ready?
We
We
here.
we we here. We here.
We
So
here. All right,
I
let me
think I'm
finish this
catching
up.
my second win.
So am I, man. Me and you got our second one at the same time because I'm about to fall asleep. I
Yeah,
got my
'cause I was
snooze.
like, yeah, I'm about to say I had to get up, walk around, and do something because I'm like, this was not this one it.
Okay, and finally, I'm going to end some news on Lady O, our girl, Lady O news. Lady O Yonka
The
production is
ruthless Lady O.
okay. I'll let you say that now. Ruthless Lady Oyanka is back. She was off for a week. She took give herself a week off, but she has multiple shoots this month, in the month of March, a lot. 2 days ago, she had a shoot in New York City. She had Genevieve Hex of LFC fame. She had Lana Luxor, and then she also had TJ, who's the main person, TJ Rules. So that's who she had 2 days ago.
Mhm.
This week coming up on March 14th, she got. Oh, by the way, happy birthday to Kim Chi. By the way, Kim Chi, happy birthday, Claus.
Come here. Happy birthday.
So she has the birthday girl, Kim Chi, DJ, and guess who? Our friend Tilly also making an appearance on March 14th. And by the way,
Mm.
we talk about Tilly McRee, she also did a shoot for Heroin Universe, and she also had another friend in Sadie Holmes. So that was interesting. If you saw her Twitter page, you know what I'm talking about there, with a
Mm.
bonfire and marshmallows and s'mores, and you get the point. Then on March 20th, she got the New York connection on at Enchantress Sire and Luna Luxor. Well, that should be good. That's who she has on March 20th, and then on March 26th to the 28th, she got Davina. So that's pretty much it. So
Mm.
if you want any customs, contact Lady O Productions at gmail.com. That's Lady Ruthless Lady O Productions.com. And it looks like our special guest will show up in a few minutes. That's assuming that we all don't fall asleep before then. And that is pretty much the end of the catfight news for this week.
Mm. So
That's it.
the next fight on the docket is when again?
March 20th, which is Lyric versus Sherry Stuns. And after that, we won't have another fight until April 17th. And we know April 17th is. We ain't got too much to talk too much about it. Oh, that reminds me. By the way,
Yeah.
that reminds me. By the way, if you want to go see the fight between Gia Love and Paris Love and Temple, I think this one's gonna be in Temple. If you've been paying attention, this fight is in Temple. It's gonna be in a wrestling ring. If you're interested, contact Paris Love. Paris Love 2019. I think triple X at gmail.com or quingia.com. Interesting. So that's it. So if you want to see the fight live, if you're in the Florida area, by the way, keyword, if you're in the Florida area, contact them. I think Paris Love has some videos of those two, promo videos of those two, and she has some videos of some other people in her customs. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing: the Queen Gia Love versus Abby Marie fight. For if you're a sponsor of that fight, if you sponsor that fight, the fight will be out March 13th, 5 days from now, for $30. So basically, if you get that fight, if you didn't sponsor that fight, you can buy that fight for $30. After April 1st, it'll be $40. Contact Gia Love on all platforms, on all her platforms. All right. And when she comes back, we're gonna be talking about a few things when she gets on here.
Yeah. I'm struggling bad now. That second stream, that second wind done died. That second wind done died. God, this is dreadful. Okay. One thing we need to discuss your top 8 list before we get off the show. We need a new grade 8 lip ranking.
You want to talk about it now before the guest gets here, or you want to wait?
I say we talk about it now. If the guest joins in, join in. If not, then
All right. Here's what I got. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my top eight. You go do your top eight, and then we'll talk about what our combined will be. All right. So number
okay.
one is Sarah Brooks. That's kind of obvious. It speaks for itself. She's still number one. I know she
Mhm.
hasn't done any cat fights lately, but she's still number one. For now, Sexy Wife is number two. For now, that will change. That might change. Number three is Lyric. For now, Lyric. Right. Hopefully, when those two fight each other, hopefully this year that will change it. That will sort itself out. Number four, I got Valor number four. I got Reagan number five. I got Gia at six. Paris at seven. And Kira, is that her name? Shakara,
Kyle,
Kira. Yeah, and I
Shakira,
got Kira
Shakira.
8. I got Kira 8.
Okay.
So I'm gonna repeat myself. So I got Sarah Brook 1, Sexy Wife 2, Lyric Lane 3, Valor 4, Reagan 5, Gia 6, Paris 7, and Kira 8. And my honorable mentions are now Carrie Spectrum and Lil Rampage. The Venus name is on my thing. Lil Rampage is on my honorable mention list. And so is Carrie Spectrum. Your turn. If you can
All
stay up,
right.
if you can stay up, if you can keep up.
Yes, one is Sarah, two lyric, three sexy wife. I'm putting lyric ahead of sexy wife.
Okay.
Um, that's just me. Four, I'm gonna make it Valor. Five, I'm putting Reagan at five.
Me and you agree on that.
I
I have her
think
at 5 too.
Reagan is at five. Six, I'll do Gia. Seven, I'll do Paris. And then my eighth, Chicago as
Yep.
well.
Yep. All right. Let's do our combines now. Right. Let's do our combined thing now. I'll just go ahead and say it. I'll go ahead and say it. So we both agree that Sarah is one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, me and you kind of differ, but I'll go with you. I'll go with you being lyric. I'll agree with you on lyric being two, because right now the reason why I'm saying lyric is ahead of 60 because lyric has fought tougher opponents. I'm not trying to knock Lil Rampage or or what's her name. I'm not trying to knock Lil Rampage or because I feel bad for Sexy Wife because Sexy Wife has unfortunately because of injuries to Lil Rampage, she's only had one fight. Paris is Paris, I love Paris, but we don't know what to make of Paris at this moment in time. The only one I thought that was a good
Right.
fight for her was Gia, and she pretty much dominated Gia, and she pretty much dominated all three people I mentioned on this list. She dominated. She hasn't been challenged, if you know what I mean. In Lyric's case, she has been challenged. She got challenged. I mean, earlier in her career, she got challenged by Tilly, who's retired. She got challenged by Carrie, who is we all know what Carrie Spectrum's about. Davina gave her a battle in the second fight compared to the first. So yeah, so I agree with you on lyric two, 65-3. We both agree that Valor is four. And Valor is the most underrated, in my opinion. She's known, but she's the most underrated person. She's like the Chris Benoit or the Dean Malenko. Well, I give you a new one. I give you a new
Mm-hmm.
one. Valor Catfights, you said she's Chris Benoit. I'm going to give you another one. She's Dean Malenko. She's like the Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko because of her technical abilities and everything else in between. Reagan definitely is number five because Reagan absolutely came back with a bang and destroyed Peyton. People
Does Drake
destroyed.
show up at Does Drake show up at Drake for that tournament game? Yes or no?
Does Drake?
Yes. Does the rapper Drake show up for wherever Drake ends up playing? Yes or no?
Negative, man. I don't think so. No, sir. No, sir. Okay, who was six? Who do we have at six? Oh, yeah, Gia was six. We agree with her. Paris, we agree with seven, and eight is Shakara. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Cat Five fans. The good news is Gia and what's name? My man is gone. Gia
G
and
and what?
I'm bringing up the news. Gia and Paris will
I
fight each
don't
other
know.
very soon. Gia and Paris will fight each other in a month and 9 days. We'll find the number. The rankings will be shaken out of that one. Somebody will be going up. Someone will be going down after that fight. That part is just known. Who that will be? Make sure you sponsor them, and that's it. So yeah, man, that's it.
Okay. Yep. All right.
Gia, you coming?
All right.
Come on, man, hurry up before we all fall asleep. You're about to fall asleep. I'm about to join. I'm about to change my
Yeah.
clothes in a minute.
Yeah. I apologize. The spirit was willing, but the flesh was weak.
Yep.
Shoulder weak today.
Yep. I hear you.
I can hear everything that was going on. I just,
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with the grade eight.
yeah.
I'm thinking about putting it on Facebook. I'm gonna see what these people are saying. Not Facebook, Twitter.
Mm. But whenever you are ready for,
While you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and do that top eight right now. You want me to put it on your page, or you want to put it on? You want me to put it in mine?
uh, you can put in yours.
Okay, I'm gonna do
I
that.
would
I'm gonna
say
do that now.
go
Yeah, go
ahead and
ahead.
announce your social where people can reach you. I know people can reach me by at Claus Web on Twitter and IG. Um, it's gonna be um, it's gonna be a small change, but either way,
Guys, I can be
yeah,
contacted
I'm
on.
tired.
Yeah, go ahead. I can be contacted on Facebook via Clem238. The IG is Clem Okufo 3000. Twitter is Clem Okufo. Gmail. Everything else is pretty much standard. Those are the main ones I'm actually using. So there's that. So those are my socials.
Yeah, this mine is Instagram and Twitter. That's it. That's all I got.
These are only three I work with. Let's see. So has she replied to you yet, man, or no?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, let me, what you call it? Let me send her a message. Right? For some reason, she ain't gonna reply to you, but when it comes to me, she replies. Don't ask. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna try.
I'm gonna turn. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn my monitor off. Give me a second. Mm-hmm.
By the way, people, there is no sidebar tonight. So if we ever get Gia on the show, if we get her on the show, we'll talk, and then that's it. No sidebar today. Everybody is tired,
Yes.
which is normal. Usually we're in the mood to talk, but not tonight. So all the stuff that we usually say on sidebar, there's a few things we will not say, but we'll be talking. We'll be recapping her fight with Chikara if she decides to come on. Talk about her fight with recapping her fight with Abby if she comes on, and then we'll talk about her back and forth with Paris, and then and preview that fight between her and Paris. That should be a great fight. We'll see if she comes on. If you don't come on, we're pretty much rapping, right? We're pretty much rapping. There's not much more to say there. That's all I got to say about that.
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, y'all can God. Again, I apologize, everyone. I'm dragging. I'm trying to push through it.
We're all
Uh,
dragging, man. Who are you
yeah.
kidding? We're all dragging. Don't let me my hands on my hips fool you, people. I'm just as tired too as you. I'm not as tired as you are, but I'm. If People, it was a long day at work, man. A lot of craziness happened. Not when it comes to customers. It's about employees.
I
So, and I
believe.
don't usually talk about stuff, but there was a lot of nonsense today, man. So we were late. So we were actually really late with this show. This show should have been done like almost 2 hours ago, but because of what happened to me and how long it took, we still got it. We got some tired people. By the way, I sent a direct message to what's her name, Gia. Let's see if she says anything. I doubt she'll show up too myself, but we'll see. By the way, how many people do we have watching this show? Because I know it's late. Probably by the time we upload this video, which will probably be Wednesday or Thursday, one of these days, we upload it. Right now, I only got one person. The one person is me.
Oh, wow,
The one person that is on there live is myself, pretty much. That means no one's watching this. But expected, it is late.
uh,
It's like 11:45.
yeah.
For you East Coast people, it's 11:45. For people like me, 10:45. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah,
Apologies, everybody. Apologies because everybody's tired. Apologize, the man's tired. Let's give him a break.
well, I'm ready. I'm ready to abandon ship. Give our socials. And every Wednesday, 9:30 Central, 8:30.
Not Wednesday, man. Monday.
No, twice.
The second and fourth Mondays of every month from 9:30 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 Central Time, 6:30 Pacific Time will be the Claus and Clem show. So the next show won't be until March 22nd. And for people who don't know, March 22nd, that's spring break, pretty much at that time,
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting. But spring break. By the way, I also sent Paris a text message saying we're waiting word on when you're going to come on the show. Stop playing with us, right? I basically sent Paris a text saying we're waiting word on when you're going to come to the show. Stop playing with us. We are not to be played with. We are a serious show. Oh, Al just tweeted me. He says I am listening. Thank you, Al, for tuning into the show. Unfortunately, sorry that we're all tired right now at the moment. We pretty much listened to everything possible that was said today. Like I said, I want to apologize to the fans for working later than usual. It was an hour and a half behind. I apologize to you guys. Try to do better next time. Right now, the spirit is not there, man. Everything is this. We're all tired out. Appreciate you, Al, for listening, though, my guy. Won't you wait another minute?
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready for me to cut.
I'll let you know. I'm still waiting for a response. In the next 5 minutes, you can cut it because we pretty much done all our socials already. There's not much more to talk about, really. All right, guys. In another 5 minutes, we're about to close. Wrap.
All right.
I'm giving this 5 more
I
minutes.
don't think I can make it that long.
Find a way to make it happen.
You
5 minutes will
better
go
make it
quick.
90 seconds.
How about 2 minutes?
No.
No. You can't even give me 2 minutes? Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. It's time to wrap it up. You ready? It's time to wrap it up, man. Like we said, like we said, we're about to wrap this up. We're about to finish for the night. If my guy wakes up, this is Clem Kufo and for Klaus Webb. We are out. Have a good night, everyone. You can cut now.
Kane.
You can
Oh,
cut now.
let's show mute.
You can cut
Well,
now. I'm
Kane
done.
came through. I
What now?
said Kane came through. Kane came through and wrecked shop in the Royal Rumble. So
Who came through?
he's that guy. Kane.
Oh, okay. We have one of our listeners, Al, said he was listening to the show. Thank you, Al. Appreciate you. I think it's time. When you're ready, Claus, you can. When you're ready, man, you can cut. I think we're done. I don't think no one's coming at all. Make it rain, glorious. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I was. Glorious. Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Yep.
Until next time.
Until next time, from the parts unknown, this is
Mondays. Yeah.
for my partner Claus Webb, for myself, Clem
Kaiser
Kupo.
from California.
We are out. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night,
All
everyone.
right.
All right, you can cut it now. We're done. I like it when you call me Big Pop.
I was hoping I could dunk on that 8 foot rim, but now I'm floor bound.
Dude, did you cut off the stream yet? Because we're still live, man.
All right. Thank y'all